Yo, what's going on with the roots and those Spider Farmer buckets? So I just chopped this big ass bitch down over here. Let's check out what's going on in these roots, because I know the temperatures have been riding at like 82, 84. There you go. A decent set of roots and the Spider Farmer solo modules here. Turn that all the way around. You know, considering we're running LEDs and the temperatures are a bit higher than what you would traditionally run your room at. You know, normally I'd be at like 75, 78. You know, LEDs kind of push you a little bit further to about 82, 84. So I got to get rid of this plant, but let me show you what's really going on. I'm about to flip this room right now, and by the time I come back, it's going to be about, you know, I don't know, a week or so into flower. It all depends on how well the trip goes. So it's been sucking down the nutrients and it's been sucking down the water, and we're pretty consistent now. I don't have to like come in here and like fill this thing up. You know, with this thing, it gives me about every day or every other day, you know, leniency. And if you didn't know, this is the nutrients that I'm using in this system. So in this bucket, I'm putting primarily just reverse osmosis water, and in that module, every other day, I'm, you know, topping it off with fresh nutrients. I gotta link this Spider Farmer SC7000 back to my phone. I'm gonna show you how awesome the controllers and the app, the Spider Farmer app is. It's amazing. Control these new Spider Farmer lights, fans, the circulating fans, the DWC modules, just about anything that you can think of. You can control it remotely through your phone. Why have I not had this thing? Where has this thing been my whole goddamn life? So, and before I leave here today and I go on my trip, I'm going to top all these plants. So when you come back, they'll be like double. Everything will be double cherries, you know, by the time I get back. And I'll be able to throw a second scrog net on them and kind of sandwich everything in. We'll kind of pick up at that point. But I really got to go look at some properties. You guys know that I was talking about some properties last year, the end of last year or last summer. And I'm going back to look at more properties because my realtor said, hey, there's so much more has come onto the market. Better get out here. And I've already kind of, you know, I've pre-screened all this stuff that he's talking about. So, you know, which is the reason why I'm really excited. I know that says 0. You know, we got the water level there, so I can move it around. It's just the bubbles. This auto top off system, in case you didn't catch that video, is working, you know, fabulous. I don't think I would run this system again without this particular piece of equipment. It is like life and death to running these solo buckets. You really need something to kind of top off with fresh water as your plants consume water out of the smaller solo modules. It's doable. It really is doable in these standalone Spider Farmer solo modules. If you live with these plants and you walk by them several times a day, taking note that the water level's, you know, getting low, let me top it off. You don't need this. But if you work, you know, have a family and you're not tending to these plants every day meticulously, then you're going to need something like this. So look forward to that. You know, I've been playing around with the app and I love it so much. I'm probably going to buy the one that's just the controller instead of the plug. So the plug allows you to, you know, control new equipment with the adapters along with your older equipment. And the one that's just the module, control module, allows you to plug in all the newer equipment. So being that everything in this room is new, I'm probably going to pick that one up. I'm going to connect this back to the app and I'll be able to control this from the road. Being able to monitor this, that, you know, the various things in here. So the general hydroponics nutrients, top feeding him, and then just a couple days ago I gave him some food, and that, you know, I wanted to see what would happen for the, you know, a couple days before I leave, and they actually look healthier. So what I'll do today is, since that's got an abundance amount of food, I'll be top watering them, hydrating them before I leave for the trip. This doesn't even plug into a wall. It just goes from here straight to the, you know, trickles down through a flow valve and hydrates the cocoa and the medium through filaments here, up, wicking it up through the fabric pots and into the cocoa and into the roots. The plants love this. When you top water, the bugs really are attracted to the moisture, kind of the opposite. In this system, for the most part, the soil is dry. It's watering it up from the bottom. So they have a tough time trying to take over. I got a couple bug traps, or little tiny sticky traps there, but every now and then I see a bug, but they're suppressed because of the system. It's not heavily watered from the top, attracted to the moisture. So that's a huge bonus when it comes to this Spider Farmer self-watering cocoa system here. That's another huge bonus. So in this particular tent, in case you're wondering, we are running the SC5000 with the UV bars. I have the IR bars too. So for the first 2 weeks, I'm going to be running the UV bars with, I think we're probably at least 50 or 60%. Yep. So if you have the older SC lights like this one, or even the SF, where they have the phone jack and they plug into one another tandemly, you can control those things within the Spider Farmer app on the controller. It's amazing. It's amazing. Wait till I do a full video of this controller and the app. It's like next generation level shit. They even have a fucking calendar in there. So like if I want to flip to flower, I can note that and I can hit 60 days. 60 days out from now is going to be my harvest date, or looking to harvest anyway. So that date I can set a reminder, and all these interval stages of growth along the way. So it has a calendar, like a planned calendar. Holy smokes, man. When it comes to equipment, they're not just selling you equipment, they're selling you equipment with like just beautiful things built into the equipment. You get an app and it's fucking free. You don't have to pay for this thing, which is amazing. I'll probably tuck that one down. But yeah, I've just been becoming more acquainted with the app. Holy, this app is free? This is free? Ain't nothing in growing free, man. But man, they're really putting it out there. They not only do they want to sell you high quality, affordable equipment, they want you to succeed too. And it clearly shows across their website with the products that they're representing. So I'm going to be buying another one for this tent. I'll probably label this one like SC5000 5x5 tent, or self-watering cocoa system tent. And obviously I'll have to get a controller for this one too, to control this specific tent and have a label on it, so it'll be called like the DWC tent. But with the prices on these things at like $70 or $80, I can buy as many as I want. I'm just like, man, I wish I had all this technology 10 years, 13, 14, 15 years ago on this channel. It's crazy awesome, and just I'm thankful for it, because I've been playing with this app and this new GGS AC5 controller since I got it, and I'm just blown away. So anyway, guys, go check it out. If you didn't, check out the video and you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, I got some clones I got to do here, and anyway, I got to get ready for the road, and then I'll be back, and I'll be back on camera, guys. But I'm going to top this off with some more food, more water. I'll hand hydrate these with just reverse osmosis water before I leave, and we'll see what's going on by the time I get back. All right, guys, Hygro Hybrid, that's it for now. You guys enjoy the video, enjoy your summer. I'll catch you guys when I get back from the trip, and hopefully, if all goes well, I can acquire one of these properties and we can take it to the next fucking level. Woo! Boom! Hygro. Bam.